This is TV Recaps for December 8th. Okay, so it was the season 23 finale of The Amazing Race last night.
Rest in peace, happy ending.
I have to say, Carrie, I cannot make it through a whole episode of this show because it stresses me out. I feel like I need a Klonopin to help me.
Yeah, it really is. And some of the challenges last night were bananas.
Oh my gosh, so
they're
crazy.
in Alaska. They're like dropping things out of planes. They're rappelling down glaciers. They're like going through ice caves. It was terrifying.
Totally terrifying, but not as terrifying as all of the challenges that they had in Tokyo. What is happening?
You're almost in love with him right now.
But all of that wasn't nearly as awkward as what's happening between Travis and Nicole. Every exchange between them screams divorce to me.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I just can't wait to see what it's going to be like in the ER on Monday morning.
Hey, pass me that scalpel.
Don't drop it!
Wow.
But in the end, Jason and Amy pulled ahead, won the Amazing Race. Congratulations, guys, after 5 second-place finishes in a row. I'm glad you finally won.
I'm just so excited because they're both from my home state, Massachusetts, Boston. So congratulations, guys. Go Noma. I know he's not on the team anymore. I just wanted to say it.
Put the ladder in the middle of your foot. Don't use your spikes.
Let's go to the North End for some pizzeria. Regina Pizza will get a cannoli. Big dig. That took forever, am I right? You guys want to go shopping at Filene sometime? So once upon a time, the crew is back from Neverland. Everyone in Storybrooke is super happy about it.
Yeah, and Ariel and Eric, we finally got to see them meet, and that Eric is a hottie. Oh, they had a pretty hot makeout too, right, Kara?
Yeah, do you think she touched his dingle hopper?
Carrie, this is a family show.
What? It's a fork hairbrush.
In a flashback, we see Snow and Charming on a quest to kill Medusa because apparently they've run out of fairy tale characters and they're just going straight for Greek mythology now. The two really disagreed over who was going to kill her at first.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty common argument amongst couples. I think it's what broke up Tamara and Pacey in season 1 of the DC.
Meanwhile, back in Storybrooke, Henry's in Pan's body, Pan's in Henry's body, and Pan wants to cast Regina's curse, essentially making everybody forget in Storybrooke who they are and turning it into Neverland.
Oh, is that why he had his shadow kill the blue fairy? It was either that or maybe they just wanted to show some really bad special effects.
Hey, we'll have to wait till the mid-season finale next week to find out. Last night's episode of Homeland's all about Brody's mission to take out Dinesh Akbari in Tehran.
Yes, the CIA has this whole plan for Brody to stab Akbari in the neck with a cyanide injection, but at the last minute, Brody's like, you know what, I like to run. I'm not gonna do it, decides not to do it, and now the CIA wants to kill Brody for being a liability.
And Carrie's not having that natch, which, speaking of, can we talk about her red hair last
It was very my so-called Romeo and Juliet.
But you're not supposed to dye your hair when you're preggers, Carrie! So once again, we're in this like conundrum. Is Brody a good guy or is he a bad guy? It was very reminiscent of season 1, and I have to say, I think he's a bad guy because I just don't trust Ginger.
Well, I think he's a good guy. Anyway, Carrie decides that she's going to warn Brody. He then goes straight to Akbari and he's like, hey, your employee Javadi wants your spot. I was hired to kill you. Damn, Brody!
But then Brody picks up an ashtray and smacks Akbari in the head, smoking kills by the way, and then smothers him with a pillow, and then calls Carrie and is like, oh, by the way, I just killed this guy. Can you like come and rescue me now?
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see if Carrie rescues Brody in next week's season finale.
Hey, join us tomorrow. We've got great singing shows like The Voice and the return of the Sing-Off.
And Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Carrie, that's not a singing show.
You're right. I will see myself out. Follow us on Twitter, okay? Thanks for hanging out today, guys, and be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Hey, and it's the big Homeland finale next week. Carrie, how do you think that Carrie's gonna rescue Brody?
Okay, so I think she's gonna have a real smart plan. She's gonna go in, she's gonna climb on top of his shoulders, put on like a big giant raincoat, right? Like the Little Rascals or the Muppet Babies did. And then they're just gonna walk out. It's gonna be like a 15-foot woman with a big raincoat. I think it's gonna go over flawlessly.
No, nobody will notice that at all.